Hi, this is Steve here. This is an Ingrahm mantle clock movement that I actually took all apart, cleaned it all, and then reassembled it. I had to clean all the springs and everything. This is my first time I've ever taken a time and strike movement apart. It's from an Ingrahm mantle clock. I'll show it to you here. This is the mantle clock. It's a pretty tired old thing. Look at the face there. I bought it for $25 and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and see if I can take apart the movement and fix it. So, in any case, I took it all apart, cleaned it all, and I've oiled it all, polished all the shafts and the pivots and everything. It's pretty clean now. And it took me 5 attempts to get it together, but I got it together, and look at the swing it's got. It's got a nice little swing to it. It's all oiled now. I've ordered some new hands for it. The hands that came with it were all trash, so I hope you like my makeshift clock stand there. A vacuum vise and a couple of cans of stain. But that's my Ingrahm. It's marked on it. I believe it says 00, which means it's from 1900. So it's an Ingrahm mantle clock movement. It's got the regulator here for adjusting the time, and it's that little slit comes through the dial. So in any case, cleaned all the springs. I had my friend of mine re-put it on his spring machine. The springs are all clean. It's all oiled, and it's ticking away fine. Now, I didn't rebuild it. It has had some rebuilds on it. There's some pivots been redone, but not all of them. And my $25 experiment looks like it worked. So it's the first time I ever took a clock moving apart, and man, I kept my little bin here with all my parts. It's my Dremel tool. You know, it's marked time, motion works, and strike. And I made little channels here. There's one of the Maltese hands for the clock. And I got it all back together. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's quite challenging. This also has a bell on the back for the strike. And if you look at the front here, I got all the count mechanism all done. I had to figure it all out how it worked, and there's a hammer going there. So when you see these guys on YouTube putting these things together and they're not in good humor, I understand why. So, but this thing, it's a little loose. There's some pivot wear, but it's running nice and free. And for $25, I'm just going to let it go and put it back in that clock. It's not a very desirable clock, so that's what I've done. Pretty happy with the results. So just got to take your time and put everything in the marked bins, first wheel, second wheel, etc. And away you go. You know, I'm probably going to start working with a horologist this winter he did my Gilbert. He rebuilt my Gilbert. So he asked me if he gets busy, if I can go help him. So I may start doing this in my retirement. Right. So, and also I picked up this. This is a Seth Thomas mantle clock. The guy had it. It was his grandfather's. He said, look, this thing never ran. He was a kid, 5 years old, saw the clock and it didn't run. So it's adamantine. The thing has no wear on it except they overwound it on the strike side. and there's one pivot on the second wheel of the strike side is worn right the same width as the pivot. So it needs a pivot. It needs a bushing. One bushing it needs, pretty much. And I cleaned it up, oiled it up, and just did the cowboy clean with the alcohol, and I got it to run. It's running. It's keeping pretty good time too. So, but it's adamantine. There's even it's a beautiful clock. Like, it's a Seth Thomas, and there's a couple of cigarette burns on the top there. You see, and here. But look at that face. It's ticking away there, and then I'll show you in the back here. I got her working pretty good in there. Sorry for the light, it's not too good. But that was dead. It wouldn't even chime. It's very, very dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet. So this is my next one I'm going to do, and I'm going to bring it to my clock guy and get him to put a pivot in, maybe go through the process of that. And then I picked up this clock today. This is a Korean schoolhouse clock. I mean, nobody wants these anymore. They look good, but they're not very collectible or anything. I got it for $25, so I mean, it's in decent shape. I'll probably give it to one of my kids, if they want it. So, but it's running beautifully, and it's got a little sticker there that says Korea. They're not very collectible, but they look good. And it's running perfectly. So the guy had it in his basement for 30 years, never touched it. So, okay, thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.